Hey guys, welcome back to Overtime Afterwork. I'm Lalitha and that's Amy. This is our second episode, actually our first episode, the previous one was the pilot. Speaking of which, Amy, what did you think about our pilot episode? What are your thoughts about it?
Honestly speaking, I was not expecting it to go beyond 15 views. Honestly speaking, okay, and because
Neither was
because
I.
like seriously speaking, 40 minutes देखकर ना लोग बोलेगा बहुत लंबा है ये. And I was like कि कोई नहीं देखेगा ये. And then looking at how our views are, I mean it still isn't like it's still something, right? And then also like few of my close friends got in touch with me and texted me saying they really loved it and they're looking forward to more of it. So I got very excited. I got very happy. So what about you? How did you feel about it?
First of all, I was पहले से ही बहुत excited. I was like really excited. I think the first thing that even I noticed while I was watching it was that, I think it's a little bit long, as you said. But apart from that, I have heard good comments. I think our friends enjoyed it, though they didn't watch the whole thing. So I think that's why we decided to maybe have shorter clips and not keep it like 45 minutes long. But yeah, I mean, I was really shocked when I just walked into the room and my mother was watching my whole podcast. It was a real weird feeling because like the first 10 seconds in the last podcast, we just like the last episode, we ended up saying stuff about sex.
that was literally our intro.
Yeah, that was our intro, and like it was just really awkward seeing my mom watch it. But I know that at least one person watched it like the whole thing, and that's my mother. So like I'm blessed, I guess.
Yeah, as long as she enjoyed it, and I hope she subscribed and liked our video. I mean,
yeah, I think she must have, most probably. I don't know. Thankfully we don't have a dislike. Thank God I know she didn't dislike it. That would have been awkward.
Yeah. Let's keep it that way.
Anyway, Amy.
Yes.
So, I have had like a really tough week, and like, someone in office actually ended up calling me something that I hate being called.
Okay.
And I thought, let me talk about it.
Okay, sure.
On the podcast. And I think that you have been through the same thing as I have. So I think this is a topic that really encompasses our growing up, and that is people pronouncing our names wrong.
Oh my god.
So
yes.
yeah, go on.
Like okay, I'll start. So my name Amy, it's not an Indian name, right? And and it's 3-letter word, AMY. Now people are not going to like first they'll be like इसको बोलते कैसे हैं, इसको कहते कैसे हैं, and the most common pronunciation that people have for it is Ami or Amy. Okay. And throughout my school period, right, the whole when I had transferred to a new school and over there, like nobody knew how to say my name like properly. Like obviously kids, some they got it, but then teachers especially, right, they never got my name right. Like at the first time समझ गई ठीक है, new है, समझ नहीं आएगा, but बाद में like for years they went on saying my name wrong. And what the funniest part was, our English teacher, okay, we were reading, we had this chapter in I'm forgetting which grade, I think 6th, 7th, I don't know. And usme our syllabus had this story, this chapter from this novel Little Women, right? And there's a character named Amy in that book, right? So so our teacher, we have this thing, right? Like each student has to get up and read a para.
Yeah, read
So she started off, and she so पूरे class के सामने she read a paragraph with my name, and she's like Amy, And then now they said, okay, fine, everybody one by one read. So now मैंने बोल दिया, obviously I said my name right. But this girl, this classmate of mine, okay, I didn't even remember her name. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to call her out. Okay, it's right behind me.
Yeah, let's not dox people. Yeah.
She's right behind me. Okay, she read a para. My name came up, and she leaned towards me and she said Amy, and she giggled and she continued. And I looked back at her. I'm like, are you serious? And she knew how to say my name. She was mocking. Like, क्या हो रहा है? ऐसे क्यों तंग कर रहे मेरे को लोग? And then there's another story of that I had, or that I have. It's this incident where so I was part of this music group, not group, but in school, right? We used to have this music day, Western music day, Indian music day.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember, but yeah, maybe, I don't know, it was school. It was a long time back.
So we had this Western music, let's say concert sort of thing. I can't believe it, I'm forgetting it. And usme kya hua tha, so all of us are like backstage, and all of kids running around, this and that. I'm sitting in one corner, sitting quietly, just watching everybody. And this one lady walks in, one teacher walks in, and she's telling everybody to sit down and go in their designated room, green room, you could say. And सब चल रहा है, उनको तो नहीं देखना, but पूरे हॉलवे में पूरे बैक इट वाज लाइक हमारे स्टेज के बैक स्टेज बहुत बड़ा है. एंड शी स्क्रीम्ड एंड शी सेड, आमी प्लीज सिट क्वाइटली ओवर देयर. मैं पहले से चुपचाप बैठी हुई हूँ, वो मेरे लोगों के सामने मेरा नाम बोला, वो भी गलत. And then nobody really cared, but then people who knew me, they looked at me and they were like, Ami? And then they looked at me, oh my god, it was so weird.
I'm just thinking like people must be now like already used to like teachers calling you Amy, right? Because
seriously,
teachers usually do that. They usually mess up names.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think my experience was like pretty different because I don't think anyone gets my name wrong. But I am teased a lot because of my name, because it's like Lalitha, and you can make a lot of nicknames out of that, and specifically Lalitha. And so I don't know whether you know this, but one of Shakti Kapoor,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So yeah, so I think one of the movies, I don't know which movie, some 90s, 80s, some movie, right? He goes, ooh, Lalitha. Like he says, ooh, Lalitha. And like he's teasing a girl named Lalitha. And yeah, I have always been made fun of that. Every time someone new meets me and they like, I introduce myself to them, there is always a comment and they'll be like, ooh, Lalitha. And it is fucking annoying. I do not like it. My name is Lalitha and it's a pretty easy name. It's not very difficult and you've heard it all the time. But, and uske upar I have a nickname, and like my name can be nickname, like can have multiple nicknames. So I've had nicknames such as Lollipop, LOL, because I don't know why, like people used to call me LOL for some reason. I don't know what just happened to my English. And like I was teased about my name a lot. No one got it wrong, but I was really teased about it. But yeah, like now I'm at a place where I like make fun of my own name.
What exactly does Lalitha mean?
Lalitha basically is one of the there's like a whole Hindu lesson I'm going to be giving you now. Lalitha basically means the god of joyfulness and happiness. Like she is the god of joyfulness and happiness. Like we have a god like Durga, and one of her roops is Lalitha. So basically what Lalitha means is happiness and joyfulness and like Yeah, something like that, something based around it. My name is Lalitha because my grandmother's name is Lalitha. Basically, that's why. Yeah, it's not such a big. My mother just wanted to keep my grandmother's name, and that's where. That's what it is. But I was never fond of my name just because of the fact that it sounds like a very old-timey name. And
like even like when because like I don't get to hear the name Lalitha that often, right? So if, like when I first heard it, like it does sound ancient, right? It does sound ancient.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I'm like when I heard Lalitha, I'm like, कौन से ज़माने की लड़की है ये?
Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah, exactly. You have no idea how many times people have come up to me, like people who have like interacted with for like a few weeks, and they're like, like when I heard your name, I thought like you would be a very different girl, and like your name does not suit you at all. I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. Like I am not 1,000 years old. Thank you. I know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, so many people have told me that my personality and my name don't match at all.
Okay.
Because usually, one of my really close friends told me this. They said like when I imagine the name Lalitha, I imagine someone with like two, chotis, and like, and specifically like this chotis with that ribbon at the end. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Like with the ribbon at the end, and like having like a bindi.
Those Adarsh Balak characters.
Exactly, like literally Sati Savitri ladki, someone. That's what. And then they're like as in when I get to know you, like it like literally people who know me know that I am nothing like my name sounds. I'm literally the opposite. Even my parents would agree. Like I am not. What do you say? Subtle at all. Not subtle. Subtle is not the right word, but like, it's a good child. I'll say. I don't know. I'm not getting the right word for it, but yeah, I'm not as innocent as my name, shall I say?
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I think names are something that are like because I was made fun of so much from my name. I think even you were, because your name was like, I mean, I never. As soon as I read your name, I knew how to pronounce it. It wasn't like I didn't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how people get confused with that.
Like especially like I don't know. Maybe I was being very, what do you say? I'm forgetting the word. But I just automatically assumed that people who watch Hollywood movies, they would know how to say my name. I just assumed it.
Exactly, yeah, because. And not only Hollywood movies, right? Like any kind of TV show, like in this day and age, like Amy is not such a, it's a common name, right? At least in like Western countries or countries outside India, right? Amy is a pretty well-known name.
Yeah, like especially like in the Western world, obviously, because. Like you'll have like even like famous like actresses and even TV show characters. So it was just strange to me how people just didn't know. Like I wouldn't like at the same time I wouldn't expect everybody to know my name, and I would correct them. But at one point, they will start off like if like my name would be a conversation starter. Because एक तो यूनिक है, बहुत छोटा है, छोटे का निकनेम भी नहीं होगा. एमी 3 लेटर वर्ड है, कैसे निकनेम क्या होगा उसका? है उसका, लोग बनाते हैं इसका निकनेम.
Exactly.
और इसका भी करते हैं. We have like nicknames for it. And then on top of that, they would ask me like what does it mean and stuff. So that is like small talks के लिए like my name is there like so. And like I remember this one time I had this yoga class and I was new at that time in school mein, and this teacher was like who are you and what is your name? And I'm just like my name is Amy and I just joined school, this and that. And she was like, oh, that's very unique. And you know, this typical questions like where are you from, what does your name mean? And I told them that my my name like means beloved, and and it's for love and this and that. So interesting. And then he got distracted, then he came back to me, and then he was like, yeah, what does your name mean? And then again, who are you, what is your name? I'm like, अरे अभी तो बात कर रहे थे, how can you forget? Whatever, like some teachers, right, they just want to act like they're doing they just
people like that,
like they did something. But just and
for
then
the sake of
at
doing
one
it.
point, like, since you've been correcting people about your name for so long, right, at one point you just like forget it. They will never learn, and then you just give up. You're like, हाँ मेरा नाम यही है.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I can imagine. I won't say that people haven't gotten my name wrong, but I think we both have gone through different problems, but it's the same denomination, right?
And
like
even,
basically, it's our names which have
exactly.
caused
And
the
even
problem.
spellings, right? I'm pretty sure people write your name wrong. And even मेरा तो पक्का करते हैं. Like मेरा
so
नाम
many
तो
times.
EMI करते हैं, AMI करते हैं, Y तो आता ही नहीं है कभी.
Oh God, really? So for my name, right? So since I'm a South Indian, and so in many Telugu, it's basically keep H right before like the ending of the name, like before the A. So that's why my name is spelled like Lalitha, but it's actually pronounced as Lalitha. It's not Lalitha. So when I tell someone that it's Lalitha, like because the H is silent basically, and I understand when people make that mistake, but I hate it when like once I've told the person that okay, it has an H, and they again and again make the same mistake, like as if they're doing it purposely. And I actually did at one point, right? There was this person. I'm not going to name names again. And I was working with them, and they basically said that, yeah, I'm not going to write the H in your name. I want to write it as Lalitha. So I'm going to write it. So in every mail they used to write, it used to be Lalita instead of THA. And it used to make me furious. But after a while, I was like, okay, it doesn't really matter what one person does. It is annoying, like it's not that difficult. Like once I've told you, you can just, like how would you feel, like not you, I mean a third person feel if you got their name wrong again and again and again.
Seriously. And for how long they're gonna correct you? For like even they're gonna be like, नहीं होगा इनसे, ये losers नहीं सुनते ये लोग. Lalitha, has it ever been compared to Lalitha? Like,
multiple times. Like it's not in like writing. If someone is writing it, they will write Lalitha. But yeah, I've been called Lalitha many times just for the sake of it, right? The sake of irritating me, basically. People do it just to irritate me, and they don't understand that. If someone is like calling me Lalitha, maybe once in a while, it's fine. But it's just so overplayed, like every person does that, like every new person I meet will always call me Lalitha once. So I'm just like sick of it in general. It's not not funny. Like they think that they're being so funny. Oh ho, it's hilarious. No, I am 24 and I have been called Lalitha at least 2,400 times.
Damn.
Minimum. Actually, even more than that, I'm sure. Because every person I have met, man.
Like Lalitha, whenever I hear the word Lalitha, right, it reminds me of Lolita. Lolita, I might be saying it wrong. Those something to do with like little girls.
Oh yeah, that's also some comparison. Oh God, I don't want to get into that. It's basically like what I understood out of it is, so there's a really famous book also called Lalitha, which is really nice.
Okay.
If you ever get to read it, you should read it. I mean, it's a little incesty, somewhat incesty, but it's a pretty nice book. But yeah, the whole the word Lolita in Japanese basically means little girls, or basically not little girls, more like it's like I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know, minor girls, like minor school going girls, and like people who have like fetishes for them call them Lolitas. That's what I think. I'm not sure, like I just read a little bit about it. That's what I think it is.
So if I Google it, yeah, so.
Oh, you Google.
So I just Googled it. What does Lolita mean in Japan? So I just found something. Within Japanese culture, the name refers to cuteness and elegance rather than to sexual attractiveness. Many Lolitas in Japan are not aware that Lolita is associated with Nabokov's book, and they are disgusted by it when they discover such relation. So I think it's something to do with Russian.
Yeah, I mean,
something to do with seductiveness.
Yeah. So that's what exactly in the book, right? Basically, because I've read the book, usme bhi like the protagonist calls this minor girl who he falls in love with Lolita. So I think that's where the whole thing starts off, or like the whole subject of Lolita and like underage girls that's where it got connected, and it has stayed till now. Because even in like I have heard even in like what do you say? I don't know whether we should keep this in or not, but even in like pornographic websites, right? Many pornographic websites, they have like sections for like which are like Lolita sections and all.
And people, I'm not sure, like even on Instagram, right? People dress up like one. Like I actually come across posts where people, and even usernames, and they dress up like one. And I'm just like, okay, whatever your kink is, okay, I'm gonna leave you be.
Yeah, I don't know how I take that. I mean, it's fine. You do whatever you want, dress however you want, but don't like. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't like being called Lolita, right? First of all, it's not my name. It would be a completely different thing if it was my name, right? Then you could make fun of me. That is not my name.
Yeah. You do you, boo. So do you have any nicknames?
I do have nicknames, and like I have a personal nickname that my parents call me. Okay, my close friends actually just call me Lalitha, but I think I have had names like Lols. I've had many people have called me Lolita also. I don't know. I have a college friend. I don't know why, but he called me Babita. I don't know why. Yeah, that was a joke. Like, so he used to call me Babita ji, and so then I started calling him Akshay ji. I don't know whether I should be taking his name, but yeah. So that became a whole corner. Like, we used to just refer to each other like that, which is weird. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, my nicknames usually are Lols, Lolly, and a very embarrassing nickname that one of my very close friends has given me is Moti. So that's that. And there's a really funny story about it, in the sense it's like not about it, but it's surrounded by it. Basically, once I was going, like in school, I was going past this friend, and I was walking in front of him, and basically I used to be like a fat kid, right? So he was trying to call me, and he tried to call me once or twice, and I did not respond. I did not look back, and he just shouted out loud, "Moti, wait!" And then it became this whole thing where my whole friend group used to just say motivate and like start laughing because I'm Moti and they told me to wait and the word became motivate. It doesn't sound funny, but yeah, उस time पे लोगों को काफी funny लगा था. Also we were like kids, so. What about you? You tell me your nicknames or something.
So
Yeah, around that.
usually like since my name is too short, right? The most common nickname between my friends group is Ames, and then we have Emo, and घर में मेरे को Amy Lou बुलाते हैं.
Yeah,
Amy
okay.
Lou.
Amy, oh, that's cute. That is really cute.
But Ames is a very common name, nickname. I mean, like even at work, few people used to call me Ames. They stopped now. But my close friends call me Ames.
Oh. Yeah, I think all my close friends actually just call me by my name. I think they know that I don't like being called by nicknames. I have a nickname at home, but that is like that's that. But apart from that, I don't think my close friends call me by nickname because I don't like it. Basically, I just feel that I have a name, call me by that. My nickname is for my family. That's what I feel.
Yeah. So talking about nicknames, like do you like? I have a tendency of giving my friends nicknames, like, and those are nicknames that only I call them. I don't allow anybody else to call them. So it's a special name between you and them. So so do you do that? But this is something that that so the process over here is like when you get to know a person and the closer you get, right, there's some connection over there, and suddenly a name pops up in your head, like, okay, from now onwards I want to call this person this, and nobody else calls them this. So do you have those moments? Do you also give your friends nicknames?
Never.
Now?
I've never done that, but yeah, I think it's. But to be honest, I think that's just because I don't have that kind of creative mind. I have referred to everyone in my life. I mean, I think I'm just like a plain Jane. That's why I do that. I don't know why. I find it really cool when like people can come up with nicknames for someone else. Like just like meeting them in like 2 days and now they have a nickname. I find it super cool, but I have never been able to do that. I don't have that kind of talent, shall I say. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's like pretty cool when people do it. Obviously no one has done it for me because I don't like nicknames, but like I want to have that talent. How do you do that? How does a name just like a word just pop in your head about for someone, I don't understand that. It doesn't happen to me.
I think it's mostly based on their characteristic, or when like for example, like I'll give you one example. So when I get to know a person and I'm getting closer to them, right? So now I have a tendency of I don't like to type in the whole name. So that is one way where it starts. मेरे को पूरा नाम नहीं लिखना है, मेरे को छोटा करना है. So now I'll shorten it and I'll add a random letter next to it. And the most common letter I use is Z.
Oh, okay.
Or Z. So like for example, if I use let's say Shefali, that's the name Shefali, and मेरे को Shefali नहीं लिखना मेरे को, like it's too much work. So I'll shorten it to Chef and I'll put a Z. So it's chefs. Hey chefs.
पता नहीं, I find it like too much mehnat, I guess.
Wait, how long are we running?
31 minutes. 31 minutes almost. Yeah, we can like talk. Yeah.
Damn.
Not bad. Let me crack another joke. Let's see. But yeah, I think I should learn that skill from you, man, Amy.
Yeah,
of
like
how to make
like,
nicknames.
Yeah, like imagine people whose names are like Hardik. Oh, sorry.
Oh God. yeah. I think I think they're cursed. Either their parents are so naive that they really don't see it. They can't. How can't you see that your child is going to be made fun of for that name?
Exactly.
Like, come on. It literally like you have literally spelt it out. How are you
Exactly. Oof.
Poor Hardix, man.
Like, do you
Poor
have any?
Hardix.
Do you know anybody by that name? Because I don't have anybody. I don't know anyone by that name.
So I do know, in the sense I had a classmate in school, and then I do know a couple of hard dicks. Sorry, hard dicks. But yeah, I'm not close to any one of them. But yeah, like I have made fun of their name, and like not only I, many people have made fun of their names, and I just find it really sad how parents can be so insensitive to their newborn child to name their kids hard dicks. I can't. Oh God, what the hell is the name? Hard dick? No. Oh God. Amy, please take it over. I can't. I'm not able to pronounce the name.
I know, like Hardik,
It's so
like
hard.
automatically Hardik ho raha hai. You know, there used to be a
exactly.
classmate. There used to be a classmate. Now that you're talking about this, I used to have a classmate. Okay, uska last name used to be Gandas, and it used to be spelled as GANDASH. And now if you break it down, right?
Poor guy. Yeah, I know.
It's like, you know, ass bhi hai aur wo bhi hai.
And yeah.
And I'm just like,
Oh guy, poor people, man.
like, they must have been bullied.
Yeah, for sure. There's no. I mean, if we could be like teased about our names, such names, like I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. And you know, like at least girls are like a little gentle about these things. Many guys are like so. They really go hard on. Oh God.
They really go hard on these kids.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they make a lot of fun of people, and they like it's like a never-ending thing. It will like they will just keep making the same joke and repeating it again and again and again. Speaking of again and again and again, I think we have been talking for way too long, considering we said that we will keep this short. I think, yeah, we are done for today. We both have to go. All right, so.
All right then.
See you guys.
All right.
Our next
we
episode.
still don't have a
Subscribe,
proper
comment down below, blah blah blah. What else? Like, share.
Yes.
Like. Go follow us on
share.
Instagram.
Yes. Like, share, comment. Share it with your friends,
Subscribe.
family, your best friends, your enemies, ex-girlfriends, boyfriends. We don't care really. Just share it around, like it, and subscribe for more content. And follow us on our social media links. It's down below in the description. And yeah, we'll see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye bye.